Whenever decide to stop. Great day, everybody. Well, it is night now, but great night, everybody. Happy Monday. It is actually the end of Motivational Monday. So happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day. Welcome to His Legacy and Leadership. My name is Alicia Johnson, and I proudly serve as the membership director for the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. In celebration of Men's History Month, also we're celebrating Men's Mental History Month, and we just celebrated our fathers. So happy belated Father's Day to all our fathers too as well. We are honored to spotlight some of our phenomenal men within our chamber who are making a lasting impact as business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders in our community. Today, we are honored to spotlight Kigwana Kigg, as we call him, Cherry. He is the CEO and founder of Pop-Up Augusta, also former musician, Cats Audio, just wear all those phenomenal crowns. Kid is just a phenomenal person. He's also our chairman here at the Chamber for the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. We are excited and dedicated. His dedication, his vision, his leadership represent the strength and excellence of men in business. We are excited to learn more about his business, his journey, his inspiration, and the legacy he is building through entrepreneurship. Everybody, please let's welcome Kid. Kid, how are you on this day?
I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for asking. Kid, for the ones that do not know you, can you let them know a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, first, I want to say if I ever have to speak anywhere, you are introducing me for sure.
Well, thank you, Kid. I definitely appreciate that.
But yeah, I'm Kigwana Kigg Cherry. I'm a musician where people call me Kigg Cherry. That's my band moniker per se. Yeah, I'm like yourself, Alicia. Definitely a serial entrepreneur. There got to have multiple streams of income. So I have started out with Pop-Up Augusta. What was that? 2017. So we're getting to about 10 years. And Pop-Up Augusta was mainly what I came up with. We're doing pop-up dinners and concerts all around the CSRA. During COVID is where Farmer Musician came up. Farmer Musician became where I'm a now farmer and a musician. Part of that, I started my own hot sauce line called Saucy Tenore, and also do urban farming consulting. And then also during that time started with some of my bandmates, we started Cats Audio, where we do front of house sound for various different size events. Last event that we just did was the Music and Songwriter Festival right on the Augusta Common.
Love it, love it. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, entrepreneurship at its finest. I love it. I love it. And it just speaks so much volume as such a phenomenal person that you are, Kid. So we definitely don't take that lightly. We do appreciate your presence all the time. So and I know you just celebrated your birthday. So happy belated birthday too as well. It's just a lot
Thank
happening
you.
yes, yes. We big on birthdays here at the chamber. So definitely I hope you had a wonderful and fabulous birthday and many, many more to come to as well.
Indeed. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Kid, can you let them know what inspired you to? It's up to you, but you can let them know what made you start. And I know you kind of hit it a little bit, but let them know what inspired you to start your business. What led you to entrepreneurship?
When I've moved back here, so I was out of Augusta. I'm born and raised in Augusta. I actually moved just like anybody else does. If you go off to school and whatnot, went to Tuskegee, was singing overseas, moved down to West Palm Beach for doing construction management. And, the good Lord saw fit to bring me back home. I didn't think I was coming back home, but I said, hey, that's where the opportunity is, which allowed me to become the youngest chief of construction at the time for the VA hospital system, the VHA. But during that time when I came back, the inspiration became because me going to Tuskegee, small town, rural, there's literally not much amenities to do per se. So when we were on campus, we created our own stuff. We created our own fun amongst students and whatnot. So when I got back here to Augusta, a lot of my friends were saying there's nothing to do in Augusta. And I said, how? Are you sure? Because when I got back, I was getting involved. I got involved with the Arts Council. I got involved with my church. I did see myself that there were actual things that you can do, but I think more outside the box. So I like to do stuff indoors. I like to do stuff outdoors, trying things that I never tried before. Like one of my friends is a yoga instructor, and she started doing paddleboard yoga. I was like, who thinks about that kind of stuff?
Right.
So
Hey, that's the first I've heard of
yeah,
that. It's kind of
and
interesting.
I wasn't good at it at all. I couldn't stay on the paddleboard to say. I mean, I could stay on it if I just stood up, but like doing a downward dog
Oh,
on the
yeah,
paddleboard, I fell every single time.
you know,
But
that
I
would be me
enjoyed
too.
it.
Kid. I
Yeah,
would, you know, that kayak and that wakeboarding. I
uh,
suck at it.
right. But it was fun. You got to meet
Right.
new people and everything. So what those kind of things. The main thing of people not having saying that there's nothing to do. I
Mhm.
said, well, I'm going to create us something to do. And it started out where I would go and do things like tell my friends, hey, let's go and do one of my favorite things I do now with Pop Up Augusta. Let's do a mimosa crawl. And we just did it by ourselves. We went to different places around town and just had mimosas and ate their food. And that's when I said, you know what? I want to create something to package that in order to give it to people and say, hey, this is, I'm giving you something to do.
Okay.
And would pop up just like at school. This is not something that I do for the masses. So you'll never see me do an event that I have 100 people or 1,000 people or whatnot. I always wanted to have an intimate setting. And I call it, my motto is to share a meal, ignite conversation, inspire change. And you can't do that with 100 people. You can't do
Right.
that with 1,000 people. So the events that I hold typically are less than 45 people, and that's done on purpose.
Okay.
It's done on purpose because from those events, people do share a meal. You get to talk with other persons. Even people have even gotten jobs being at the different events that I've had. And I
Love
wanted to
it.
have some, yeah, yeah. And I wanted to have some spontaneity to it. So, and the inspiration of the spontaneity came from actually one of my frat brothers. I went on one of his trips called Passport Required. And the way that he had it set up is he you're booking a trip. It's a flat rate that you book, and you're based off a theme. So you don't know where you're going until like 2 weeks in advance.
Ooh.
And it's for those people that want that adventure and that spontaneity. And when I went on the trip, it was called Sockless Summer, and we ended up in Curacao for a week with 7 people that I never met, but and to this day, those 7 people, we are still good friends. We still communicate all this time. So with Pop Up, I do the same thing. It's a theme. Typically, you know that you're going to have some sort of meal. Of course, we kind of tell what the meal is so we can make sure that people don't, for allergies and things like that. And there's some type of event. I've done a speakeasy burlesque show where we were actually in an actual speakeasy that is a real speakeasy of Augusta that was owned by the Toomey brothers. A lot of people don't know that Lachette, the backside of Lachette used to be a soda shop, and the backside of it was their speakeasy. I've done courses on the course where we were at the Patch and did a 5-course meal. You got to do a putting challenge against our PGA pro, Andre Lacey, that is right here from Augusta, Georgia. We don't have, and I think for a moment he was the only PGA pro here. I think some people have now moved here, but that's pretty iconic that somebody born and raised here is a registered PGA
Right.
pro.
An
Yeah.
awesome guy too. He's an awesome guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how Pop Up Augusta got started. I also now host music at Studio Neighborhood Bar. We call it Studio Music Hall on Fridays. And yeah, it's just been growing ever since then.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Now, what is some of your proudest achievements while being a business owner?
Oh man, proudest achievement is starting to make profit. People don't
I
realize
love that answer,
like
kid. I love it. And I think you're the first one to honestly give an honest answer. Like, I'm finally
yeah.
making it.
Yeah, I mean, people don't realize that entrepreneurship is tough, and you're not going to be a millionaire overnight.
Absolutely.
But it takes that time to where you're putting that money back into your business, and finally, when you really start truly making profit, it does feel good. Or when you get into the point where you can hire other people. I appreciate my team so much because I always tell them like, y'all, I really want to make sure I can pay you. I really, and they're like, no, we are riding for you because we love the concept that you have going and that you're pushing. With that, I mean, oh man, I'm thinking about it now and trying not to get emotional because I just hit my 40th birthday, like you
Yeah,
said, my birthday.
right.
So,
Yeah. Yes.
being named Augusta top 10 in 10, and looking at the list of the people that I got top 10 and 10 with, and I was one of the only entrepreneurs.
And
Uh,
that's so
so that
important.
was
Blessing.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't with one of these big companies or anything like that. And then on top of that, after getting the top 10 and 10, I also was Georgia's 40 under 40, which not expecting. Like, wow. So
Right.
those are two big accolades that I definitely will be proud and beat my chest about. Is that I was able to do that. What else was there? There's so much. I mean, I'm just grateful all the way around. I never thought about with farming musicians starting my own hot sauce line. I just wanted to grow my own food,
Right.
and I grew my own food, and then I really like peppers, and I used to always complain about how hot sauces have a lot of sugars in them, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not really like that heat and that flavor. And I just started trying it out. Got my cottage license, so I can actually prep food and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I started Sauce Tenore, and I started out like, "Hey friends, I got some hot sauce. Y'all want to
Right.
try it?" And then next thing you know, it wasn't like, "Ooh, give me some." There was how much.
Right.
And since then, I started my line. I sell it on Etsy. It's a complete farm to table that I'm doing it from whatever I grow. That's what I make my inspiration for my hot sauce is. I started uh, dealing with one of my actual musician friends who is a beekeeper, and started using his honey from his bees in my hot sauce as well. So you're getting local honey, you're getting local produce. You know exactly where your food comes from. I mean, essentially, it's organic versus how some people claim something's organic and it's really
Right.
not.
It's pure product.
But yeah, and I could put that on the label like this is where your stuff actually came from. So it's I enjoy that, and again, that's something that I never thought I would ever do, and here I am pretty much doing what you love.
That's right. That's right. Love it. Love it. Love it. Now, what motivates you, to continue growing and evolving into the industry that you have, or industries as we may say, because you're hosting several businesses. So what motivates you to continue going?
Really, for pop up in particular, uh, I would say it's the city. The city is what keeps me going because there's always a challenge of we need new things and different things to do here. And I always tell people the difference between us and a large city is that Augusta is more event driven than
Mm-hmm.
establishment driven. We don't necessarily have the establishments like everybody has that have been there forever, but we do have a lot of events, and those events can move from venue to venue. We do need to get to a point of being more establishment driven, and that goes with ordinances. And I always talk about entertainment districts. So I'm gonna say it now as the Augusta Night Mayor. We need entertainment districts. We need one downtown, and we need one in South Augusta. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
money that can always drive here. Um, so that's what gives me a drive when it comes to pop up. Is like we have to keep those kind of events going, and we have to start pushing for those kind of entertainment spaces that not just for the nightlife, but for our families as well. We have to find a happy medium, and if every other city around can do it, Augusta, we can do the same thing too.
Absolutely. We're large enough. We can definitely do it.
Exactly.
Yes. What advice do you have for our young entrepreneurs and our men that are in business or looking to start a business? What advice would you have for them tonight?
My number one thing is everything is not a hustle. Your
Mm.
business is not a hustle. When people say, "Oh, your little business," it's not your little business. Start the forethought that it is your enterprise, it is your corporation.
Woo.
Um, the hustle game is for short term. When I started Pop Up, it wasn't a hustle. It was this is going to be my business, and I'm projecting that.
Mhm.
A hustle is something. Hey, this is my side hustle, or that's something short term, just to get your money up. You keep moving. Many a times, like I am a construction engineer by my schooling,
Mhm.
and people always say they're like, "How do you do all of this and you're a construction engineer?" I was like, "I found the balance." Or they tell me that, "Oh, you actually are a musician, you're actually an entrepreneur, but construction management is what you do on the side." So
Right.
what is considered my regular 9 to 5, people look at that as my side hustle per
Mhm.
se.
I
So
love
yeah, it's that mindset of when you talk about your business, it's your business, not your hustle.
absolutely. I love that. That was it went down to my feet, my little toes, you know. I love that advice. Boy, y'all men been dropping some advice in this chat, in the spotlight throughout the month. So, and I keep saying it because y'all truly are like y'all giving advice just not to the men. I knew that was for the men and the young entrepreneurs, but boy, that went down to my toes. So I know everybody else felt that too. That's so.
Yeah.
Um, and before we get into the showcase, what legacy do you hope to create through your businesses?
I would say one, to show people that anything is possible. I am a man of faith, so you put God first, think that path will open for you as it sees fit. It hasn't been easy. I've learned a lot through my business. It's opened a lot of doors through me being now even becoming. I've been chairman of Great Augusta Arts Council, as well as chairman of the Great Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce, which never thought I was going to be a chairman of anybody's board. But it's offered me those opportunities to do so, and that's and through those two particularly, it's actually touching people and making and seeing how I love Augusta. I want Augusta to grow, and that's what my legacy would be if I was to be gone tomorrow. One thing that somebody can say is I rep for my city hard.
Yes. Yes, you be outside, kid. You know, you be outside, and in a good way. You're feeding the
Yeah,
community. You're sitting there pointing to your community, and we definitely appreciate you. We definitely love you for that. So you're definitely outside. You're definitely pouring into your community. And
thank
for
you.
the ones that have not ran into you, they will because you're outside. You know
Yeah,
that means they're not outside. That's all that means. You know that
yeah.
you're not outside. um Now, let's go into the showcase, the business showcase of the spotlight tonight. I know we went into detail some about the businesses, but let them know more about more about the businesses, where they could find you and contact you too as well, and what upcoming things you have going on too as well.
Definitely. So, Pop Up Augusta first is going through a relaunch. So be looking out this fall. If you want to register for the events, you can go to popupaugusta.com and register there. From there, you'll get an exclusive text message anytime that we have any kind of events that are coming up or happening, and you'll get first dibs on any tickets that are happening. Um, for Farmer Musician. The season is booming, where we have some fresh peppers and whatnot. So go on Etsy to Farmer Musician and look. I mean, go on Etsy and look up Farmer Musician. You'll start seeing where I'm posting hot sauces. Also have honey for sale as well, local honey made right in Edgefield, South Carolina. Cat's Audio. If you have anything that you need sound, front of house sound, if you have a band, if it's just an event and you need any kind of front of house sound, Cat's Audio, we can definitely provide that for you. You can look Cat's Audio, and that's KATZ Audio. You can check us out right now on Facebook and Instagram. We're a fairly new company, so we're updating our website right now, but definitely check us out there. Uh, what else am I missing? I think that was all three.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
three.
Oh, yeah. And check my band. I play in a band, Major Sound. Check us out also on Instagram and IG. You'll always find us. We just played at a Studio Neighborhood Bar. You can always check us out. We're going to be doing Candlelight in August. I can't remember the date right off the top of my head,
Okay.
but definitely check us out, and definitely check out the other bands that are performing as well.
Yeah. One serial entrepreneur to the next. Yeah, we always have to go in the back and the front of our head and to the side to make sure we're not missing
Yeah,
anything, because we wear so many different crowns. But yeah, I
yeah.
wouldn't have it no other way. I don't know
Oh,
another
and
way.
always the cool down. So
Oh
I do
yeah,
have an artist. Yes, I do have an artist. I do manage AE the Cool. She has a regular residency at Tribeca Lounge every second Saturday. It's a late night show. Again, that's going with that where people are not used to certain things in Augusta. It's a show that starts at 10 o'clock. But definitely come out. It's $10 at the door. It's always a good vibe. We've been running this now for, I believe, about 4, almost 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. See, that's what happens when we go to the side. That was on the
Yep.
side of my head.
It was the bottom backside.
Yeah, yeah, it was in there. It was in there. um Kid, is there anything else before we get ready to close out and give any update? I'm gonna give some updates too that's happening too with the chamber. Is there anything else that you would like or spotlight on tonight?
um, Nothing I can think of. I just want people to go out and enjoy our city, support each other.
Yeah.
There's plenty of money to be made. I always tell people if Burger King and McDonald's can survive and be right next to each other, we can also do the same thing.
Woo! See, still dropping jewels on y'all. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. And y'all know it's on every main street. So Dean's Bridge, Gordon,
Uh
well,
huh.
the end of Gordon Highway, not the top, okay? But they're building up on the top end, going toward Grove Town. But also watch the road. Y'all heard him say that. And like I tell people, he used the acronyms Burger King and McDonald's. They're next to each other. They're not, you don't see them fighting. Who got the best burger? Who
Hmm.
got the best chicken nuggets? They just selling what they got. They offering you what
Exactly.
they have. And the same thing, like I tell people, how many loaves of bread? Do you really count the loaves of bread that are in the store on the same shelf? Below, above, and beside each other. They're not mushing each other. You don't buy no
Hmm.
bread unless you smush it yourself. But we're here to support each other. We're here to guide each other and just pour all the love into each other. So make sure you're giving that. Kid just said it. He said, make sure you're supporting one another throughout the CSRA and also wherever else you may go or wherever else you reside in. So just make sure you're supporting one another. It's so many entrepreneurs, so many business owners here throughout the community that we're here to support each other. So just make sure y'all all are doing that. Thank you for that again and spreading that, Kid. Did you have
My
anything
pleasure.
that you would like to add in there?
No, I'm good. Join the chamber. Join the
That's
Greater Augusta Arts Council. Join the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. It's always
that's right.
beneficial for both.
That's right. That's right. Y'all heard it. And y'all can find us at www.mygabc.org. Just a few updates. We are celebrating the grand opening again for on the previous Sunday. So we're going to be celebrating with Cliff Simmons on tomorrow with a business flood. They're opening up now for family time, open restaurant in the daytime, y'all. So make sure y'all come out and celebrate that day with
Nice.
us tomorrow. That is going to be starting at 12 o'clock, ending at 3 p.m. That's for anybody in the community in the South Augusta, the West Augusta, Thompson, wherever you may reside, Burke County. Come and celebrate Cliffism's opening for daytime. So you can bring your kids. This is a family restaurant in the daytime. So bring your kids, bring your grandmas, your grandpas, whoever that does not like the nighttime vibe, they can come in the daytime and get some good eats. They can get some good drinks, so mocktails and adult beverages. So make sure you come out and celebrate them. They're located at 2416 Windsor Spring Road in Augusta. And then also the men, they just still overloading. They overloading, y'all. So even though we're wrapping up the month of June on tomorrow, they still celebrating and pouring that in until the month of July, because they just had so much happening in the month of June. So on July the 18th, they will have their men breakfast, and then that is happening at 11 o'clock. So you have not registered for that, please go and register for that. That is open to the community too as well, not just members. So for all men, if you are wanting to eat some good breakfast, eat some good food, Grace for Taste will be the caterer that day, and the food is phenomenal. I may just have to get me a plate later, but but I'll let y'all enjoy it, man, in the beginning. But that's some good food. That's some good food. She throws down every time, her and her team. So definitely make sure you register for that too as well. 4th of July is happening. So everybody make sure you be safe. Celebrate with your friends and family on this weekend. But main thing, make sure everybody is safe and sound too as well while you're celebrating on this weekend. We will not have our first Friday call on this weekend because we're celebrating the 4th of July this weekend, but we will resume on next Friday, which will be July the 10th at 8:30 a.m. for our first Friday impact call. So make sure you tune in and register for that call too as well. We have so many things happening, just so make sure you stay tuned in, and like kids say, just come out and support one another, be enthused with everybody, enjoy, love on everybody. If you see any of our men and our brothers throughout the community, make sure you still love on them, give them some love, because men, it is Men Mental Health History Month too as well, and we're still celebrating men's in business throughout this month as we wrap up. So everybody, we do appreciate you all. You have heard from our phenomenal Kigwana Cherry, known as Kigg. He is a serial entrepreneur here throughout the CSRA. He has his main business, which is Pop-Up Augusta, also the farmer, musician, and also Cats Audio. And Kigg is also our chairman for the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce and the Augusta Arts. So make sure when y'all see Kigg, he is in a community. You also love on him, not just ask for help, but he will definitely give you that help though. But make sure you pour into him as he is pouring into our community. Kigg, I appreciate you. I know you got to get on to the next phase here, so I'm not going to hold you much longer. But I do appreciate your time that you have given us on tonight for us to spotlight you on everything that you're doing here in the community and everything that you're, growing and evolving. So just continue on all that. And we're looking forward to all those new updates and all the forthcoming that you have coming for the fall and the winter. So we definitely appreciate you so much, Kigg. And
Thank you.
No, we appreciate you, kids. You do so much. So we do have to show that love and get that spotlight on you tonight. Let that light shine on you a little bit. Thank you all for joining in on His Legacy and Leadership, where we're celebrating the men of the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce who are leading with vision, they're building a legacy, and inspiring the next generation of entrepreneurs. Thank you all for tuning in. Until the next, everybody have a wonderful and fantastic day and holiday. Again, thank you all.